Hello, my name is Connor Williams and I work for Australian Languages Centre. I am currently doing my final assignment, which is a video lesson. I don't have any students, so this is going to be a shorter 10-minute lesson following the plan you gave us, which was a warm-up, 2 activities and a warm down. What I'm going to do is tell you what each warm-up, activity and warm down is, why I do them and their expected outcomes. Okay, to begin, I always start with a warm-up. 2 warm-ups actually. First, a warm-up for the body. Second, a warm-up for the throat and voice. So, warm-up number 1. Hello class, stand up. Okay, so everybody, arms up and down. Arms up and down. Up and out. In. Out. Right. And left. Right. And left. Okay, and turn. And turn. Hips. Left. Right. Back. Forward. Turn around. And head. Shoulders. Head. Shoulders. Head, shoulders, head, shoulders. Knees, toes. Knees, toes, knees, toes. Head, shoulders, knees, toes. Eyes, ears, mouth, nose. Hands and fingers and hello. Sit down. For my second warm-up activity, I like to use a song. And a song I often like to use is, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Okay, so the reason I like to use both warm-up activities is a lot of the time the students have either woken up from their nap or it's early in the morning. So that's why I like to do the body warm-up, because it allows the blood to flow through the body and for the students to wake up, stretch and be ready to be active in my classes. The second activity is a song, and the reason I like to use a song is for a similar purpose. I like to warm up the voice, because there's going to be a lot of talking and singing and repeating words in my classes. So we warm up the body and the voice. Activity 1 is incredibly important for every lesson, I believe. I like to start my lessons with a warm-up vocabulary drilling exercise. Okay? So this one is very simple, but the students love it. Okay? So, first, blue. The students repeat. Blue. 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 And I point. Blue. Blue. Stand up. Blue. So I allow for each student to have a turn. Not all students, because normally the classes are between 30 and 40, so I cannot have each student repeat the vocabulary every single time. However, throughout the class, each of my students will speak. So, to further this activity, blue! I raise the card, blue! And this means they must shout. Now, when I put the card down, the students must say very quietly. Okay? And when I do this, nice for the students to say the word very slowly and then fast. Okay, so the reason I do this is because, number one, it's fun. Students love to shout, they love to be silly and say things quietly and say things very long and fast. So there is a fun side of what I'm doing, but for the learning side of what I'm doing is, especially for blue, I'm allowing the students to hear all of the syllables in the word. By saying the word slowly, they can hear every aspect of the word for their pronunciation. Blue, blue, blue. So it's fun and informative for the students. Now, this is a game I really love to play with my students. They love it. It creates competition, and it also means they have to recall the vocabulary, but very fast. So when you make the brain work very fast, and they are correct, then they can certainly identify the vocabulary well. So what happens is, student 1 sits here, student 2 sits here. As you can see, the flashcards are on the floor. Okay? Now each student is sitting down. And I will say, okay, so, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, green. Now, the students will have to raise from their chair, run, and slap the correct flashcard and shout, green! So the first student to correctly slap the card and say the word wins and stays. And then I allow another student to compete against the winning student again. The reason I like this game is because, number one, the element of competition. Students love to play games and compete against each other. And this is friendly competition, you know, it's fun. I also like this game because it's very active. We get up, we run, we slap. I also like this game because not only is it listening, you know, the students have to listen to what flashcard or what vocabulary I am saying, but there is also a speaking element in the game. They cannot win if student number 1 slaps the correct flashcard that doesn't say the word, student 2 slaps the flashcard second and says the word, student 2 wins. So there are 2 layers to this game, and that is listening comprehension and speaking. And it's really fun. The students love this game. So another activity that I like to do in my lessons is this game. Okay, the first game I showed you is quite simple, quite easy, and fun. This game is a little bit harder, okay, but still suitable for the students. Okay, so what we do is I will make a line, and I will say to the students, pink, and the students will repeat pink, and I will lay the flashcard face down, okay, white, red, brown, yellow, black, blue, and green. Now all the flashcards are face down, okay? I will have the students put their hands up, and I will select the student to come to the front here. When they are here, I will say, okay, yellow. Now the student needs to use their short-term memory to identify and pick up the correct flashcard. If they do, good job! If they don't, and I like to over-exaggerate the wah and the because the students find it very funny and it's great. The reason I use this game is it's a little bit deeper. So there are many elements to this game. Number one, the student has to listen when I say yellow. Number two, the student has to use their short-term memory. Where did he place yellow? Okay, so if they're using their short-term memory to identify the vocabulary, then they certainly know what it is. They can, they can identify what the vocabulary looks like and what it is in their short-term memory. And the third layer, when they pick up the correct flashcard, they must say yellow. Okay? So there is listening, there is short-term memory, and there is speaking. As you've seen, my lessons are quite active. I like to use games and different activities. Students are standing up often, moving around, running around in a controlled manner. So by the end of the lesson, you know, they can be quite tired. So I like to, rather than do a physical warm down, I have my students stand up and we sing a song together. A short song, just a minute or 90 seconds. An example would be, goodbye, 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 friends. It's a goodbye song, so it's relevant, simple, easy, and the students love it. Thank you.